the SEALs quickly documented the cargo. Nothing was removed from its packaging. Every crate, every piece of equipment was photographed, logged, and secured. The mission wasn't just about destruction anymore. It had turned into a critical intelligence operation. The desert fell silent again. Only the crackle of burning engines and occasional gunfire echoes remained. For the first time, the SEALs allowed themselves to breathe. They had done more than stop a cartel convoy. They had uncovered a sophisticated weapons smuggling network, possibly tied to foreign military interests. By 3:45 a.m., all units regrouped. No SEAL casualties. Minimal injuries among cartel operatives. 19 trucks were destroyed or secured. The intelligence gathered would take weeks to analyze. But even initial scans suggested this operation could prevent a major arms influx into the USS. The first light of dawn touched the horizon. The full scope of the mission became clear. This was not just a fight in the desert. This was a glimpse into the new face of warfare where cartels, foreign interests, and modern technology collide. And the SEALs had been the first line of defense. The ambush was over, but its implications were just beginning to unfold. The ambush was not just a test of courage. It was a test of technology, tactics, and training. Every element of SEAL Team 7's operation relied on superior gear and careful planning. Their weapons were state-of-the-art, optimized for night operations and desert combat. Each operator carried an HK-416 rifle, fitted with suppressors and thermal scopes. Sidearms were standard Sig Sauer P226s with silencers, used for close-quarters engagements. For armored threats, they had Javelin anti-vehicle missiles, capable of taking out heavy trucks from hundreds of meters away. Night vision and thermal imaging were critical. The SEALs' goggles allowed them to detect heat signatures through sand dunes and behind light cover. These visuals were fed into a command tablet, giving the team leader a real-time tactical map. SEALs also deployed small, quiet drones to scout areas beyond their line of sight. These drones provided live feedback on vehicle movement, turret positions, and hidden threats. Communications were key. Using encrypted radios, the team coordinated silently, relying on brief coded phrases. Hand signals guided movements when radio silence was required. On the ground, the SEALs moved in pre-planned patterns, advancing in wedges, covering each other's blind spots and using sandberms for cover. The desert's flat terrain made concealment difficult, but the SEALs' knowledge of the landscape allowed them to blend with shadows, making them nearly invisible until they struck. The cartel's vehicles, however, were not ordinary trucks. Each was heavily armored, reinforced with steel plating, capable of withstanding small arms fire. Turrets mounted with .50 caliber machine guns allowed them to fire at long range, while some trucks had improvised drones for overhead surveillance. Their vehicles moved in disciplined formations, mimicking military tactics to avoid ambushes. This forced the SEALs to adapt quickly, using precision strikes instead of brute force.